All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the fifth episode of the Bodybuilding 365 podcast. Once again, I have on Alex, and we're going to touch upon supplements, what we take, our current stack, and then really just going to dive into some questions and see what comes up in the conversation. So, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good, man. This week was rough, bro. I'm talking about like depression type shit and everything. Actually, I think what was the start? It started like Saturday, Sunday-ish. And I was just like feeling down, man. Like down. Didn't go to the gym. I went back yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I joined a whole new gym up by me just to like get away from people and shit like that or whatever, to be in my own little head and stuff. But it felt good. I hit legs, hit quads. I didn't set any PRs and shit like that, but I feel it today. And then just finished training maybe like an hour ago. Went back to Signature today, hit some arms, delts, and about 45 minutes of cardio stairs. So that felt pretty good. It felt good to come back to Signature too. That's the home gym and everything.
I miss it.
Huh?
I miss it, man.
Yeah, I miss it too, man. Like, I love Signature. Like, it's so like everybody's in their own world, kind of like, you got your cliques and stuff like that or whatever. Yeah. But always people see people grinding. And besides, the facility is excellent too. Mm-hmm. It's everything always works. You know what I mean? They always like cleaning stuff and everything. So you can't really complain about that. And it's still 24/7 too. Like, that's another plus.
Yeah.
But
you see they're expanding too?
To where? How?
So
what?
So originally I thought it was right across the street, because right when they announced and they had like the whole thing on their Instagram, that was like the inside would start to get gutted and everything. And I was like, oh, yeah. There it is. But I found out because I got asked to be in a focus group. So I was online with Bill and like the marketing director.
Nice.
And it was, that door to your left, right at the front desk?
At the front desk?
Never open. But it's
like when you walk past?
It's like right when you come up the stairs, it's like you check in here and the door is right there.
Yo, I never noticed that door.
Yeah.
But I know, there's that other section.
Yeah.
Right, of the gym.
It's like an extra 2,000 or 3,000 feet. And that's where it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a separate fee and like more like powerlifting, strongman, stuff like that.
What?
Yeah.
No shit. Yeah. Well, that's good. So they can get the fuck out of the back room then. Get their own little section.
Make that room soundproof too.
But that's good then. That's what's up. Wow. Signature doing big things, man. Signature is the New Jersey Mecca. Like,
ever since I went there, yeah, you can't beat it because, like you said, everything is, especially with COVID, they clean everything like constantly. The machine is broken. 2 days later, it's fixed.
Exactly. They're always on it, and they're very big on social media as well. Like even like I don't know if they still do. I haven't been on. That's another thing too. Like, I left Instagram. I just haven't logged on Instagram, yo. Like, I just want to cut everybody off, man. But I know they used to repost people's stories and stuff like that as well too, which is pretty dope. And of course, Sean is there, Kai Green is there, Victor Martinez as well. I think there's a couple other like local pros too that also go here as well.
He's there. He just won the Amateur Olympia, men's physique.
I forget his name, but
Karim something.
Andre did a shoot with him, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen him. There's another guy, Wilson. He is a classic physique pro. There's another guy, Mike something. He's a physique pro, IFBB. And you got some natural pros up there too. Like this girl I know, Diana. She's there often. And I think there's another couple people that are like IFBB pros, but I don't really like speak to them and stuff like that. But either way, man, it's a great environment. Definitely great environment.
That's definitely the one thing that's different between other gyms and that. Like, just walking in there, you see people are, like you said, with their cliques by themselves, but it's if you go up to them, they're like still willing to talk. It's not like I'm busy, don't talk to me. It's I'm busy, but if you talk to me, I'm open to telling
you. Like make it quick. Like
yeah. But, so let's let's go into supplements, because I know I just bought a few things and I'm kind of in that, but strictly, what do you use, like pre, post, intro? Like, what are you kind of your basics of going into it?
Now, are we going into the extracurriculars, or are we going into the basic shit?
Basics.
All right, so let's see. So for fasted cardio, right? I'll take Shreddable, like 1 pill in the morning to help me like sweat and get my energy up, and like a little bit of caffeine and everything like that. What else do I take? There's before pre-workout, I'll take any old like pre-workout, but it has to have a lot of beta alanine in it. That's one thing that I like. I like the itchy feeling. I usually take it about an hour after a meal, but about 30 minutes before I hit the gym. So by the time I'm like walking in the door, it starts to hit. I start to feel that sweaty feeling, and I start to feel like my eyes tingle and stuff like that. There's also like a pump product from Nutrex called Alpha Pump. I mix that in with whatever pre-workout I'm taking. Sometimes if I'm feeling like really sluggish, like say during a prep, I might take another fat burner with that. So I'm like highly caffeinated. It's pretty resistant. Like I'll even drink a Bang with it too. Like I'll mix everything all together like it's a science experiment. My cup is like bubbling and everything, and I'm like, oh, this is you know. But
like 600 milligrams of caffeine just get you going. Sweating.
Oh yeah, I need pre-workouts that wake up the dead. I'm always tired for some reason. Like even though side story, like I just got a CPAP machine to help me actually like sleep well at night, so I can stop, so I can breathe properly. It's been about a month, I want to say, that I've had it. I've noticed the slight difference, but it's going to take some time to actually like reap the benefits of it. But either way, I'm still just sticking with it, trying to make it work and everything. But I'm still getting like maybe on a good day, 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Like I literally would just wake up. And I'll wake up and I'll be like, all right, time to go do cardio, because my body's used to it. My body's used to waking up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, back to supplements. Sorry. Sometimes I'll take like an intra workout, one that doesn't have carbs in it, but more so has essential amino acids. Because I'm pretty carb sensitive. No, more like insulin resistant. If I have too many carbs in my system, then I just start to get fat.
You spill over and like,
oh, I spill over easy as hell. Like people see me cheat and shit like that all the time, but it's like that's once in a while. You know, they think I eat like shit every day, but that's only once in a while. I really stick to my diet 24/7. Otherwise, I just be looking like a sloppy jalopy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then right after workout, I'll have 2 scoops of a protein shake, NutriBio. What else do I take? I was taking glutamine with my protein shake for a while, and I've seen some recovery from it. I felt the recovery a little bit of it, but I felt that it was more like a luxury item, not a necessary thing to add to the stack, I guess, if you want to say. Then there's a multitude of like the multivitamins, vitamin C, vitamin D, liver support, kidney support, some turmeric thrown in here and there, daily greens from Revive, collagen, the powder from Revive.
I got that too, the Revive collagen.
Yeah, because my knees are shit, absolutely shit. But I've noticed a difference taking that, and also like getting massages and getting stretching done and stuff like that to heal my knees, especially like when I would squat heavy, 4 plates, Yeah, when I hit like 4 plates, that's when my knees just feel like they want to explode, you know. So, but it's been helping. It's been helping a lot. What else? That's pretty much it.
Do you have protein or no? Or just, oh, you said post workout. Yeah.
Yeah, post workout. Sometimes like I might throw protein in my cream of rice or cream of wheat, just for like flavor here and there. But that's sometimes whenever I feel like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely do. I do the protein in the morning with my oatmeal, like every day.
Yeah.
What I do, I think I have. Well, I know I have it pretty much all from Jack Factory. I just bought it. It was a greens. I have a pre-workout, and then I just got an intro workout. I'm starting that like this week with 23 grams of carbs.
Right.
So that's the only change that's been is I don't drink as much water as I usually don't drink as much water, but now I have to drink like 30 ounces during the workout to get it in. So
how much water do you usually drink on a daily?
about a gallon.
About a gallon?
Yeah.
Okay, not bad.
At least.
Because even me, like I would try to hit 2, but it's so damn hard. Like it's not hard. I get lazy. Like I got the gallon like right in front of me. I think it's more easy to pour separate cups of water
mentally
than actually like I got to finish this whole thing, like this big ass thing. Like, come on, bro.
I got this thing. I got like 70 ounces in here. when I'm home, like quarantine or just in the summer, I can drink like 2 gallons easy. But now I have to. I'm like, all right, if I have to go to the bathroom, like, where am I going to be? I'll be in practice. I'll be in the gym. I gotta like plan out like everything. But
just pee yourself. Fuck it.
Oh yeah. But
I did one thing. I did try the intro workout with carbs a couple years back. I will say that it did give me like a little spike in energy because it digests so quickly. It hits the system very, very rapidly. So it gave me a little boost of energy right around that part where you're like dipping in your sets and stuff like that, where you start to feel a little bit tired, and then it kind of just kicks in and it gets you through the rest of the workout.
It's like those last like 2 to 3 reps in my mind, I'm thinking that's when it's going to work.
But yeah, exactly.
Exactly. It's the carbs and like what the dextrose or some with the
dextrose or maltodextrin.
Yeah.
Whichever one, or cyclin dextrin, I think it is. Either way, they're a simple carb, so they're just going to hit the system really, really fast.
Yeah.
And you would even see like a little bit of strength increase from it. Also, too, like
going to the muscle more and all that, the whole science background stuff,
pumping everything. Absolutely.
That's why I tried, just to see, because I know right now with the season starting, baseball starting, it's going to be probably strength going down, and then once I cut April starting, I'm going to start going down, obviously. So
right.
I'll do everything I can that like to keep as much as I can.
Of course.
But it's going to be like it always is. It's going to be structure and planning and just sticking on it. And thank God the gym's 24 hours. But now I have a car, so I got to worry about that. So everything out.
Yeah, man, that accident. I'm glad you're okay. That's one thing. I'm glad you're okay, man.
I don't know how. It's funny. I got the injuries from the airbags and the seatbelt, not from the accident.
Damn.
So like the airbag on the driver's side, it it came out this way and like went there, and the 2 holes to let the air out actually blew a hole in my sweatshirt. And
what?
It blew 2. It looks like bullet holes. It's really like 2 holes like this, and it like just put like 2 marks on my ribs, and then like my chest and like my neck, which still a little is like tight, just like from the seatbelt.
Yeah.
So, but I got lucky because I flew across 2 lanes and nobody hit me going in the right lane.
Shit.
So that would have been bad because I would have just been done.
Yeah, you've been fucked up. Like, wow, that's crazy. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm definitely glad to hear you're okay then, man. That's
yeah.
I've been in a couple of accidents myself, but god damn, that's crazy shit.
Now my parents will deal with the whole new car thing because we just found out yesterday it's like over $20,000 in damage, so we have to like scrap it, get a new lease.
Yeah, total.
So, yeah, but well, that's we'll leave that there.
Shit happens, man. Shit happens. As long as at least you're alive at the end of the day.
Yeah. So grateful for that. But let's see. Let me go into some questions I stole from Fuad once again. So I asked Delaney this question. So I'm interested in what you say. Favorite body parts to train first to last?
Thumbs. Got a text.
Yeah, in between sets.
Nah. Let's see. Back first. Back delts. Do biceps and triceps count as one? Can I just say arms?
Yeah, we did arms, but you can yeah, let's keep it together.
Back delts, chest, arms, legs. Hate legs.
Really?
Hate fucking legs. I hate, you know what it is? I think we talked about this, the first one. Training legs, you can hate it, but you gotta love it at the same time. Like, cause you gotta go through the shit.
Everyone wants the legs and they're like, I know I have to do this, so I'm gonna do it. Like, obviously, like hard if you're into that.
Exactly.
But it's like the pre-workout anxiety.
Oh my God. Oh, I was just about to talk about that. The entire day, like even the day before, I look at my calendar, I write out my schedule. I'm like, fuck, I got legs tomorrow. I'm thinking about it the whole day. And then that morning, I'm just thinking about like legs. Like I used to get into a mood, like an anxious mood when I had leg days. Because I knew I was going to try to kill myself.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, once you get started and stuff like that, it just kind of goes away. You know, you're here working out, you're just doing your thing, you're feeling for pumps and stuff like that, just make sure everything's okay and all that. But it's just like, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I hate fucking legs. Hate legs.
That's my number one. I love legs.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck that.
I might start doing them twice a week just because it's just.
You know, I've told you I had split my leg days into quads and hams. I'm loving it now. Absolutely loving it. Because that way I can really just focus on one side versus sapping a ton of energy and then having a shit workout for like say the quad side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One way I could focus on hamstrings, that's something I do need to bring up, is to get like the striations down the hamstring. Mm-hmm. Never had those. I've always been pissed no matter how lean I got. But that's something I could definitely like focus on now. And also too, like I could sprinkle another body part in if I need to.
Yeah. Actually, that was another question I actually had. It was somebody was saying like, I just switched to doing hamstrings, like a separate hamstring day. Should I add a quad? Because I know you do. Should I add like 1 or 2 quad exercises with it? And like, what should I do? And I think you said you do like whatever exercises for hamstring, but you do like an extension just to like
still to hit them. Yeah. To hit them a little bit, like to
and in reverse, like quad day, you'll hit 1 hamstring.
Yeah, I would do a hamstring. Like especially like for quad day to warm up the knees, I would do something like a standing leg curl, a lion leg curl, just to warm up the knees. I heard recently that it's actually counterproductive. I think John Meadows, it's actually counterproductive to warm up your knees by doing a leg extension because you're just putting pressure on the knee already. Does that make sense? Yeah. From that front side. Yeah. But if you warm it up from the back, then it kind of benefits you a little bit better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It sounds crazy, but I'm like,
because if you do like a hold at the top, the weight's going to go onto the joints technically.
Yeah.
Instead of like, you know, the muscle or whatever. So I guess that makes sense.
And plus too, I feel like doing like say a standing leg curl, you know, you just kind of like moving the knee joint, just getting it warm. Yeah. Like that. Like you don't even have to use like real heavy weight, but of course, say still focus on the contraction. but just like you just want to get that knee moving so that there's blood flow in that area, and it's kind of like warm around the joint, and then you can go ahead into the leg extensions, the squats and stuff like that, hack squats and whatever, lunges too.
Yeah. I usually bike for like 5 or 10 before to like do that, and I don't know what it is, but whenever I bike, my legs get like pumped like crazy within like
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm good to go now. I can just start. Like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah. The bike is so underestimated. Excuse me, for leg development. Like, have you seen some of the not the long distance bikers, but like the sprint bikers?
Yeah,
their quads are huge. Like, you look. I know you've seen that picture online. There's this dude with his quads that are like as big as Rami's quads.
It was like the Snapchat like stories or whatever on there. That's where I saw it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy, and they really do give like a good quad pump too. And also too, I've been doing, say, my cardio post legs. I'll always do bike, and I'll always feel that pump, like still continue going in my legs and stuff like that. Not just anything crazy to burn the muscle or whatever, but just something to keep the blood flowing there. Yep.
Yeah. So this one's been a hot topic. Actually, you might have not seen it. You haven't been on Instagram, but you've probably seen it. So Nick Walker versus Blessing.
Oh yeah, of course I've seen that. I watch YouTube.
That's true.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to be edge out the other?
I think honest opinion. Well, I like Blessing. I like both of them. Both have two different structures.
Yeah.
Blessing is more aesthetic, while Nick Walker is more of a mass monster and everything. Yeah, that's him right now.
Yeah.
Like he could beat Blessing right now.
He's 13.
You know what I'm saying?
That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane. Like that's that's me in my dreams. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy. Yeah, it is.
Now the thing though is, see, that's ridiculous. That hamstring, man.
This reminds me of Ian. I don't know, like it just the look. Even though
the graininess.
Yeah, the
graininess. I think that if Blessing brings his conditioning, I think it would be a battle. But at the end of the day, I do think Nick Walker would probably edge him out, because I think Nick Walker is more complete than Blessing. Blessing, being a taller dude, definitely has smaller legs than him.
The hamstrings are big. Like
the hamstrings are what?
Like the big like difference from the back. I mean,
big
Blessing
difference.
Has
big
like
difference.
A good back. Like this is not like competition, obviously ready, but like you can see like I don't know. You can see the difference. You can tell.
You can see it there and everything. Nick would probably bring up his back a little bit better.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think that Nick would edge him out.
Yeah, I definitely, here we go. I definitely agree. I mean, I feel like Blessing may win like maybe one or two shots, just based on like frame and structure. But there's one, I'm trying to see, there's one photo I know Nick has where it's like a back double and like some like lighting where you can see like the X frame, like insane. But yeah, I definitely think, because Nick is going to come in shredded, usually, like always.
Of course. There's no way he's not coming in condition.
And, I mean, even if Blessing does, I don't see him, like, beating him in more poses. Because – and it also goes into the perspective of the judges, if they're looking for that mass monster, if they're looking for more of the
well, what show are they doing? The New York Pro, right?
I think it's Indy.
Indy, okay. I don't know the judging type over there, but I know if it's the New York Pro, Nick would definitely win, because Steve has a thing, has an eye for the big guys.
Yeah.
He likes the mass monsters, and but if it was on the West Coast, then Blessing would probably have a better chance of winning.
Yeah. New York Pro definitely has. I mean, with Juan Morel winning a few times, I think 2 times. There's a definitely favor Northeast guys and
Ian won this last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and look at him, you know.
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
that picture's nuts.
and the thing is, the veins in his lower body, make the freak factor like that much more.
Even exactly. That's fucking insane. Like, good Lord.
Let's see. We'll go back here. What was the weirdest workout you've seen someone do? Like you'd look at it, tilt your head, and ask them what the hell's going on. I remember I saw one at Strong and Shapely. I think 2 years ago when I was there for a break. I saw somebody strapping up on like a 110-pound dumbbell. I was like, all right, he's gonna do some rows. He goes back, he starts doing dumbbell flat bench on like with the dumbbell and doing it, and like he's doing it, like he's doing it like, which is still hard for one arm, and then he puts it down, and then he takes like the strap off and he starts like hitting the chest and like just hitting his chest. And then I later on see this guy doing legs and he's like hitting his quads, hitting his hamstrings, and I was just like, maybe he knows something we don't know.
Maybe. Was he big? No, he was
probably like 40s, but he was like a skinnier guy. But
what in the fuck? That's insane. I'm trying to think, because I don't really, you know what? I don't really pay attention to other people at the gym. Like, if something stood out, then like I would say something. But like some shit like that, I've never seen any goofy shit like that before. Oh my God.
Signature. There's sometimes like if it's in front of me, I'll like see it, but like you said, like I can't like look around. But like I remember my dad and I were doing, I think we were like just doing like hammer curls or something. And there's one group of like 16, 17-year-olds, and like they're pulling the shorts up like with the underwear there. Then they're wearing like their cutoffs, and like
the Vanquish. Is that the Vanquish crew?
No, not them. These are just like no. And these are the kids are like grunting and they're like doing like 40-pound hammer curls, but he's doing like 3. And you know when you do them but you can't do them and you like hit your body, you start swinging, you like jumping your body down.
Oh my God.
Standing in front of the rack, in front of like the weights we're using. So we're just standing there and I'm standing there. And I was like, all right, he moved, got the dumbbells, did that. And then he stands right next to me and I was like, okay. So I had to move around because I'm like, I'm not gonna just like do it. He's like 2 reps and like throws them on to the rack. Everybody's looking at these kids like, what are you doing?
Yo, they just had their first scoop of creatine that day.
Yeah.
They were like, but you know what? One thing I do find like that makes me like is when I see people do the Tbar rows from the ground, and they shrug up the weight, or like they jump up the weight, like they pull it up, and I'm just like, dude, you clearly doing heavy weight that you can't do.
Yeah.
Why don't you just lower the weight by a couple plates and do it like the actual right way?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like Tbar rows is the one thing that sometimes we see like actual like top amateurs or pros doing wrong sometimes, because it's so like it's an easy thing to do by accident without even knowing.
Absolutely.
It's the biggest thing.
Absolutely. There are 2 different ways I've seen, like your back can be completely parallel, and then you can have like a slight incline, because I think I've seen Nick Walker doing his Tbar rows like with a slight incline or to his back and stuff. But it's just like, I just look at people like, what the fuck? You know, another thing I hate though? I hate when people do muscle ups.
I want to do one and then like never do it again.
I don't want to do one at all. Fuck that. I hate it. And I see it's this one dude at Signature.
I know who
he like, you know who I'm talking about. He's swinging around like a fucking monkey, and I'm like, bruh, sit your ass down somewhere, please.
He wears like just socks or like those really like the shoes with like the toe shoes.
I think no, it's somebody different then.
Really?
It's somebody different.
That too then.
But shit, man, I'm like, yo, get this guy the fuck out of here. That shit is annoying as hell. And maybe it's because I can't do one.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of jealous. But I just be sitting there like, yo, fuck this guy. Yeah.
It's definitely hard as hell to do, but like I would never put that in my program. Just
I see no purpose for it. You know what I mean? Other than the show off or make like a funny like story or something like that. That's all.
Yeah. I like those videos where they do a muscle up and they don't like check up there how like low the ceiling of the fan is. They go up and these get clipped.
Like that's what you get.
Yeah, like come on, you gotta like watch where you're at.
Exactly.
That question. As a beginner, is it more important to recruit strength on low reps than go to higher volume sets? Or do you guys believe it should always be high reps, high sets? Which do you think gives the most effect?
For me, I've always been a high rep, high set guy. Like the lowest I'll go is, say if I'm trying to hit like a PR on like a deadlift or a squat for like 1 rep. But all of my sets and reps usually are between 12 and usually like 20 or 25. Like my first couple warm-ups are like 25, 20 to get the blood flowing there, get the veins popping and stuff. Yeah. And then as the weight goes up, I'll drop down the reps. Yeah. But even if I feel like I can get more reps, I'll still do more than what I'm like scheduled to hit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I know.
Did you do that in the beginning too? Like
I did that in the beginning from day one. From day one. Me too. Even when I didn't know what the fuck training was, and I was just in the gym, like just to lift, just to work out, I would always do high reps, and then pyramid up in the weight. And then the strength came, no doubt, over time. But I think that if I was going for purely strength, I would have went back to like the 6 to 8 type of range, to just focus on that. But I joined the gym like just for the looks. I didn't give a fuck how strong I was. I just wanted to look good. So that was my whole aspect. It was just like, I didn't know nothing about bodybuilding, nothing that. I just knew I just wanted to lift weights to like change myself. So I went the high rep, higher weight rep route.
Yeah, my actually right now my 2 roommates just started working out weeks ago when we started school. So they have like a sports background, but they really never was in the gym. And I was like, just do 4 sets of 10 to 12, maybe 15, but like just start getting used to doing like working out.
Right.
So they're doing like a push, pull, legs, shoulders day, and then on. And then actually yesterday, one of them was like, do you think I should start like going, like you said, 6 to 8, like getting stronger, doing 5 reps of like 4 sets? Like, in my opinion, I was like, you should start maybe adding some drop sets or supersets or something before, because like the strength is, you're only 3 weeks in, and the newbie gains are still going to happen for another year.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're going to just keep building the strength up, and if you want to make it harder, go more reps, or like I said, do drop sets or whatever, and then that'll be a new intensifier that you're going to add, and then build upon as you get more experience. But that's the same thing I did. I went, like you said, like 15, max 15 reps, but I was always at least 10 reps and doing like the 4 to 5 sets and just getting form and stuff like that down, because some things first day in, you can just, the form is easy to do, like a shoulder press, but then other things. Every time, it's funny. Every single time I'm on the podcast, I don't know if it's mental. I sit here, I'm like waiting or doing the questions and stuff, and just builds in my throat. And I'm like, it never happens. It's like the 50 minutes I do this, it builds in my throat.
Phlegm. It's this fucking wintertime bullshit.
Yeah, really. But yeah, that's literally what I did, and then only until I had maybe 4 years of experience in the gym, training hard weights, did I change and do like Dorian Yates kind of split, working on like as heavy as I could for failure for 6 sets each workout. But that's obviously more complicated, and form has to be pretty much perfect.
Right.
As well as everything else outside of the gym, which I see some people doing, and like they're eating like crap, and then they wonder like their numbers are sticking the same for a month.
Right.
It's one of those things like Jordan Peters. He obviously trains like that, and like that intensity that Dorian Yates has brought. And he's like, all right, if my deadlift's not going up from week 2 to week 3, then my nutrition must have been off, or my recovery, I must have got one less hour of sleep, or et cetera, et cetera. And then some guys are like, yeah, I went to the bar till 1 a.m. and the next day I trained legs. I don't know when my squats went down. Well,
yo, the same thing happens when I have a bad cheat day. I'm like, when I mean a bad cheat day, I mean like sugar trash, like nothing healthy at all. Then the next day when I train, it's just like sluggish, feel weak, feel like, ugh, damn, like I really have to lift. Like I feel like really lethargic.
Do you always do you have like a certain day you always do a cheat day, or is it just like whenever you want and feel like you need it?
A lot of my people ask me this. A lot of my methodology to dieting and training is going by feel. It literally is like I can go weeks without a cheat meal, but if I feel like I want one, then I'll be like, I need a cheat meal today. But if I don't really feel like I need one or want one, then I just won't have it. Same thing with training too. My training split changes every week. Like I write it out on like Friday or Saturday for next week. And I'll figure out, say if I need to hit a body part twice that week, or if I want to skip a body part because it's ahead of everything else. Yeah. In a sense. So yeah, I really go by feel. And I got that from Chris Aceto, the way he trains his clients and stuff like that. I read his book, was it Championship Bodybuilding? And he said a lot of the stuff that a lot of coaches will go by feel. If they feel like their client would need something based on their look, how they feel energy in the gym, mood, then they'll like switch it up and stuff like that. Yeah. Like for me, like I start out with a plan, but then it gets like adjusted. Constantly. But that's another it's another mind fuck when you're coaching yourself too, because you have to think a lot. You know, you have to think a lot, but not think at the same time. Does that make sense?
It's like almost like letting it happen, but knowing what to do.
Controlled.
Yeah, like control. Yeah. Like
controlled chaos.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like I know I always try to have my cheat days or cheat meals like on leg day.
Right.
Like usually I train like between 12 and 2 or whatever. And I'll have normal clean meals, and then post-workout will be a clean meal. And maybe my last meal or second to last will be like either like a Ben and Jerry's or a pizza or burger or whatever. Just even like the smallest things, like if I have like a flatbread with like whatever on it, it like does me, and like I'm good.
Yeah.
Then the next day I'll still be able to, usually chest is the day after, and I'll be able to use that for that and not feel like if I feel crappy, I can still push through it compared to if I do it on a Saturday, legs the next day, then I'm like, all right, this is going to be harder to get through because obviously harder workout to do. But
no, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like even the same philosophy too. I'll have a cheat day before a body part that I want to grow, essentially. So usually before like an arm day for me, because my biceps, when I diet down, my biceps deflate. So I'll usually have a cheat day, say before a bicep training day or like a quad day or something like that. I try to keep it moderately clean, but sometimes I just go off the scale. Like I just jump all the way off the cliff.
Yeah.
Ice cream, pizza, burgers, whatever, trail mix, bring it on, bring it on. I'm like, then I feel guilty afterwards, slightly.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck it. I enjoyed myself. So it's all good. But besides too, I'm not going to compete this year anyway. I decided to just chill the fuck out, enjoy some summertime for once and everything. So, but I don't plan on getting fat at all. That's not happening.
Well,
not happening whatsoever.
Lean bulk it?
You know what? Kind of just maintain, to be honest. Kind of just maintain because I'm hovering around 245, 250-ish. I still have abs too. Not deep cut abs, but you can still see them.
Yeah.
And everything. So I kind of just want to just chill the fuck out for a little while. You know, I'm still gonna I'm actually doing my meal plan over right now. And still gonna follow that. Still gonna do cheats whenever I want to and stuff. Still gonna train like hard. Like I want to fall in love with I guess bodybuilding again. Because that whole early this week, like I just was like, I was in the slump. So I figured I'd need to take a step back and recreate everything, just redo everything and kind of just start over a little bit.
It's
and
then
then
great
go
for your
from there.
body and then the mind too. Just because even if you want to really compete, in the back of your head, like, damn, I gotta really suffer to compete. So it's obviously mentally draining as well as like physically. But
And that's the thing too, is it's like the mental part of it more than anything. Physical, I don't care. Like I'll get up, I'll do cardio, I'll do an hour 30 in the morning if I have to. I'll do another hour 30 after training if I have to. But then again, it's like the mental wear and tear. And I notice when I'm in prep, like I start to push people away. And a lot of people end up like, I kind of like end up hurting people's feelings when I'm in prep. So I turn to an asshole a little bit because of the diet, the other stuff, and everything like that that's involved in everything. But it's just like, I just want to be nice again. You know, put the smile on my face and shit.
I know what you mean, but I haven't been through it. But like, obviously, people hear the stories. Like, people change when they cut the calories at cardio. They're just like, the tempo is short, the fuse is short.
Oh, yes, like 100,000%. Like fuse is like this, like ready to explode at the littlest thing. Why are you breathing? Like, you know what I mean? Like shit like that, yo.
That's the one thing I'm interested to see how I react when I start like bringing everything down. I'll still be at school for, I'll still be at school for the majority of the cut for 8 weeks or 7 weeks. So it'll be interesting to see how I'll be acting with school and low sleep.
I think you'll be fine as long as you bring your calories down slowly and not do such a crash diet cut. But I think as you bring them down slowly and then you lower the weight and then you readjust again, I think you'll be fine because your body will have more time to get used to it versus dropping like, I don't know, say 800, just cutting 800 calories from the get-go. And then adding on cardio, training, more cardio and everything like that. Your body's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm thinking because I'm at right now, I'm between like 42 to 48,000 a day. So when I drop it in April with baseball, that'll be my cardio every day. So I'm not even gonna add any cardio.
Yeah.
I'll just probably drop to like maybe 38 or something. I don't know. And then just like you said, I'm gonna do like an 8 to 10 week cut, like see how I'm just gonna slowly do everything, and then once I'm home, I can control the cardio more and more because I won't have any season. But it's gonna be, I'm gonna try and log everything so I can go back to it the next cut and see what I did right and then what I should scrap and not do that anymore.
Definitely keep logs and records and stuff.
Yeah.
Especially like with food that works for you.
Yeah.
You know, especially food that you know that you enjoy and will get you the best results. Like not only in the gym, but like just well-being wise and shit like that too.
Yeah, I'm good that I'm lucky that I've been like using the scale and do everything for so long that I've found out that like I can have as much or as little jasmine rice or basmati rice as I want, and like it digests quick. I can have chicken, I can have steak, I can have ground beef, turkey, anything, and that's all. And like if I don't have to have any condiments on it, then okay, like I don't even. It's almost like I'm just eating for fuel. I'm at that point already that I'm like, I eat cold food in the car, no flavor, and I'm okay. It's like
no, you're in it. You're definitely in it. That's the mindset that you want to have and everything. Like it's people be like, oh, you eating shit cold? They're like, well, I warmed it up before I came to the gym. That's now it's lukewarm. That's that's okay. You know, so especially like, well, in the summertime too, it'll be a lot easier because the car's gonna be hot. Yeah. So you'll be fine there. Yeah, exactly. It might smell like shit, but you'll be fine.
It's all right. Yeah. It's funny. My parents are like, because obviously now like I can eat. I'm not on a plan. I'm not going for a show. I can eat whatever I want, but I stick to the diet and cheat like we've been saying. My parents are like, so like you actually gonna like stick to the diet or like you gonna like have a cheat when you want, like now, like whenever you feel like it? And I was like, no, like if I have a plan, like I don't mind eating the same thing every day for 10 weeks. I just don't do it now because I don't have I have a plan, but I don't have a strict thing I need to follow.
Exactly.
Like I can turn it on when I have to, and I'll be like, because that's the whole point of it, the suffering part of it. But we'll see. I'm definitely gonna, like you said, log it and then make some videos of like a series of it so I can like see it and like know what I've said and like the analysis or whatever it is.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that, but it's gonna be a interesting process.
Yeah, man, you'll be fine, man. You'll be fine. And you know what it is? I always tell people just to win each day, like Hunter Labrada. Get through your meals, get through your day. If you feel like not you, but for anybody else, if you feel like you have the urge to cheat that day, just think about it like the day is almost over. Let me just go to sleep, wake up, I can eat breakfast, and you start over again. That's all. And just keep winning the days. And soon enough, it'll be like 6 weeks have passed. And then you'll see the changes in the mirror. And that'll motivate you to keep going. You know, once you start seeing the changes in the mirror, especially, it kind of takes away that urge to want ice cream or to grab a slice of pizza because you actually see the work that you're putting in is actually coming to fruition. You know, so some people, they'll get demotivated after 2 weeks. It's like, come on now, 2 weeks, you're not really going to see much. You might lose a couple pounds of water after 2 weeks, but you're not going to see any big changes. So it's always just like, do what you got to do for that day, finish the day, and then go on to the next. That's all.
Yeah. All right. We'll do one more question that kind of fits into what we're saying. How do you adjust intensity when you're going from the off season into prep?
Same. It stays the same, really. The weights will drop a bit because there's going to be a slight strength decrease. But as far as the reps, the sets, the contractions, the drop sets and stuff like that, those all stay the same. Like I train the same way in off season as I do in a prep, because you got to think about it. You got to train. I think Arash Rabar said this. whatever got you to where you're at, you have to train that same exact way, prep or off season.
Yeah,
nothing changes except the weights. The intensity has to stay the same. Whatever techniques you use, drop sets, force sets, concentrating on the negatives only, or anything like that, that all has to stay the same. It's just like, and also to the mindset of going through these workouts with less calories, pretty much.
Yeah. I think there's two more things that, as you get along with the prep, like, so exercise selection. So as say your last 4 weeks out, usually you're not going to be going on the flat bench and start barbell benching usually. I mean,
I stopped. Me personally, I stopped flat benching years ago. I only incline dumbbell press, like machines and stuff. But
yeah, like the machines, plate loaded or pin loaded, doesn't matter. That's going to be utilized more because risk of injury is going to go up when you drop the calories, and you're just basically going on like fumes.
When your joints are rubbing against each other.
Yeah, basically. And I think it also helps if it also changes rather if you're training by yourself or with a partner. So obviously with a partner, you can do forced reps, you can do whatever. But by yourself, you have to be kind of a little bit more creative, or maybe add more drop sets and stuff that you can do by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because say like on a plate loaded press, you can't pull the weight up while you're also pressing it. We're training, you can pull it up for me. I do the negative and we just keep doing that.
Right. So
that's a whole nother thing. Like that has to be kind of factored in. But like you said, the intensity almost has to be the same or a little bit higher, because you're trying to just push all the glycogen in the muscle to keep it while you're losing calories and et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
But it's definitely got to stay at least the same.
And also too, just one more part, the intensity definitely has to stay the same also too, because you want to keep that muscle there while you're dieting down. The moment that you lose the intensity continuously, the moment is when your muscle really starts to deflate, I guess, in a sense, because your body is going to say that it doesn't need all this muscle, and you're not getting as many calories as you need. So let's burn off some of this muscle to get the energy. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to push as hard as you can. And strength is very relative or subjective, whatever word. It's different for everybody. But the main thing is you still want to just push as hard as you can without risking injury.
Yeah. Because then the whole prep's a wash if you get hurt 6 weeks out.
Exactly.
Depending, obviously, but most likely it's going to make it way, way harder than it already is.
Exactly.
But all right, I think we're at almost an hour, so I think it's a good way to end it there. But good convo we had. Actually, it was a lot of good information we put out there, I think.
Absolutely. It's definitely a good one. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on, and we'll probably have you or I'm having JJ on, I think, next Sunday.
Okay, nice.
So, I'll have some guys I'm able to do like 2 or 3 of you guys on, and see what happens then.
What's next Sunday? The 21st?
I think so. Next Sunday is 21st.
All right, just hit me up. I'm free.
Right. Yeah, I'll let you know.
All right, man.